Owlcat made your video game. Do you feel lucky?
Yeah, and they had to warn me that fucking, some people could be photosensitive because, that 0.001% of the fucking population might get seizures from fucking flashing lights.
The giant rectangle. Warning, the giant rectangle full of light may show you light, and therefore you may suffer adverse reactions. If you're one of these people, are you trying to commit suicide?
Maybe.
Hey,
just by light bulb.
Just death by light bulb.
It hasn't been working, but we're gonna get there.
Keep trying. I believe in you.
Death.
Well, I put the heating lamp. Well, that was a little bit too unoriginal.
Death by heating lamp. Very good.
Yeah,
Very
death by
good.
heating lamp. Actually, you know what? That is actually possible if you just point a bunch of heating lamps. Now that I think about that.
No, you can do it. It's just going to be slow and awful.
Yeah, you know what? I think there's much better ways to do this.
What if I dehydrate myself in the most inefficient manner possible? That'll do it. That'll make me feel like dying. He's like, yeah, you'll feel like dying, and the entire time you go, man, I'm thirsty, but man, I'm uncomfortable. Holy crap.
Actually, this feels like an excellent way to encourage life, I feel like.
Move.
After, there's only, so long you're gonna take this, but you're like, I'd rather just live.
Just makes suicide just so inconvenient. It's just,
yes.
No, that's how you do it, okay? You do what the Canadians do. Assisted suicide, but it has to be, the most inconvenient, just... It's not even painful, it's just annoying. No, what we're gonna do is you're going to suffocate by sneezing. We're going to constantly be tickling your nose with, feathers. That's it. That's how you're gonna die. Is just in a room with, 12 nurses just constantly fiddling and sticking frickin', peacock feathers in your nose.
Yeah. That would really give you a new appreciation for life. You're just like, why? No more, please.
And if you do it any other way, you get a fine. And because you're Canadian,
oh god,
you'll pay it.
That reminds me of the fact that, it used to be illegal to commit suicide, and your punishment was death.
That was great. Oh my god. So
it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Sure it does. You want to die so bad? Fine. Well, now you have to.
Well, no, it actually does kind of make sense because, you gotta remember these were Christian areas, so if they're going to already trying to kill themselves, you might as well make it so they go to heaven.
No, it's oh, you bungled it. Allow me to assist you. I don't know. I don't know if that's a result of Christianity. I don't think that is. It sounds like a result of just government being retarded.
Well, no. So, the idea is that if you're going to die and you're a suicide, you go to hell. Well, we don't want you to go to hell, so if we kill you, you can technically still go to heaven, and you'll still be dead, so...
I think that's a Catholic thing, because, suicide is one of those things, I think, in, it's kind of non-biblical Catholic tradition, where, suicide... I think that's actually even pagan, is that suicide is...
Suicide is a sin.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, by biblical standards, I would argue, yes, killing yourself is a sin in some capacity, but, at that point, you have other problems going on for you. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I mean, not to get all theological, I know we just started, and I know we're gonna piss a lot of people off. Let's just start off strong.
There's no other way than to start all the way right.
Yeah, you start off strong, man. If we're going in, we're going balls deep.
Exactly.
Oh, I mean, I've already pissed off Blue today. What's a few more people? I think we grabbed everything.
Since we're going to start off strong, right? I had this idea. I need your opinion here too, Fokker. So would you say that it's the intent to summon a demon, or the language that causes a demon to be summoned?
Know your duty.
That's a good question.
Probably both.
Yeah, I would say it's both.
Okay. Because I was thinking about this.
I would lean more... So think of it this way. I would lean more towards the idea of it's the intent than the words, because there are multiple different ways to summon the spirits across every single culture. They share a few key components. Well, I say they share a few. They share some key components across the cultures. However, they differ enough to where you could argue that in order for one of them to have had to figure this out, somebody would have had to tell them. Right? So odds are the demon themselves, the summoning process is less the process and more the descent into degeneracy and madness.
So my thinking here was though is that like how in all like the movies they always use Latin to summon the demons. But I was thinking that doesn't actually necessarily make sense because the Catholic religion is based off of the Jewish religion. God damn it. No, I don't.
Your lordships, an emergency meeting has been called in the pit. We need you. Continue.
Suck a penis.
We need you to suck a penis. Yeah.
But God damn it, so many cutscenes.
Oh my god, still with the cutscene.
Am I stuck again? Why can't I move?
It's in a cutscene.
It is?
Like, yeah. I just don't ask me why I jumped cutscene.
I didn't even see anything. I have no idea what just happened.
They just stole our Space Marine or whatever.
Oh, he walked out. Okay, I thought I actually told him to go in that direction anyway. So I just thought he was
the Shrieker's Den. It said,
Pascal, I require your attention.
But anyways, so the point I was thinking of was the fact that most of our like modern day religion, right, is based off of the fact that Jesus was Jewish, right?
Well, okay, continue. I was like, I'm not really sure where you're going, but okay.
So Jesus was Jewish, right? Like that's a pretty widely accepted fact that when he was first born, like Christianity didn't exist, so he was born to the Jewish people, right?
Well, yeah, he is. Yes, Jesus, the son of a Jew, is a Jew.
Yes. And so, but anyway, so my point being right here is that if you're trying to summon a demon, you'd actually have to speak Jewish in order to summon it.
You would need to speak Jewish. Okay, what is Jew?
Like Hebrew. There we go.
Okay, so there's this is the.
Yiddish.
Well, no, okay, Yiddish is a derivative of Hebrew, if I'm not mistaken, but don't quote me.
Than the original Hebrew language, as far as I understood it.
Man, we are just really trying to get banned tonight.
Well, whatever.
Like,
we're the one talking about melting people in the glue and shit.
I did not. No, I did not say that's what I wanted to do. I said that's where glue comes from. It's very different. Look, horses are people, and we melt them into glue, so it makes sense that horses are melted into glue, and so are people.
Depends on how you define a person.
It depends on how you define a person. It's probably the better statement. So if anybody else is watching this, I don't condone everything being said, but I will laugh at it.
I mean, are you going to read this stuff so we can proceed?
No, this is all, Fokker, this is your job, and you have to do it emphatically, and
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Dude, I have been denied so much combat in this game, for the past, month, no.
He's been blue-balled
You're not
so
going to get
much.
anything emphatic with me on breeding. No.
He's been blue-balled to the point of not caring if he ever gets it again. Fair enough.
Have you been coping and seething?
He has been. I mean, to be fair, there's been moments where he's done nothing for entire sessions. So
no, it has been over the past month at least 3 streams where I literally did nothing.
That's not true. We fought a lot last stream.
No, that was last stream. Before that, the fucking 3 preceding, I literally spent however 2.5 hours or whatever the hell just sitting here, fucking doing nothing.
That's fair. The rising current.
Now, you mean Kelly that you're not here for this wonderful conversations we have?
I mean, I am. I mean, I actually missed them during Division. I don't know where the fuck you are, Austin, to be honest.
A bar!
God damn it. This is more... grab a Coors Light or something. Grab a whiskey. Besides, the Canadians are sending them all back anyway. Okay, sorry, anyway. Let's actually focus on the game and stop pissing well, sorry. Anybody who makes it this far, I commend you. The rising currents carry the smells of pain, blood, ichor, and failed ambitions. The smells of the dark city. With my wings flung... Don't you dare correct me again, you son of a bitch. You live in a desert, don't you dare fucking correct me. You're uncivilized people out. You're uncivilized out there, so don't you dare.
You're just upset because we have gaffy sticks and you don't.
I am a little bit. With my wings flung open, I weave a path through the spires like a dark lightning bolt. Chaotic and unpredictable in its patterns. Ain't that the truth? I have no idea where I'm going. To fly is to hunt, and everyone in flight hunts everyone else. Even I, Scourge Garth the Arrayed Bloodfeather, do not have the privilege of inviolability around these parts. I may become someone else's prey, except probably not today. This day I am the hunter, TM. My homunculus-modified olfactory receptors pick up the scent of my prey, and I tread cautiously as I approach it. The stench of my Monkey is foul but varied, and the scent of my prey is quite telling. A powerful semen specimen, brash and reeking of the blood of others.
Powerful semen specimen?
Powerful semen! I descend the minaret that grows out of the nearest spire and provides me with an excellent view. Accelerated reflexes allow me to assess the situation in a fraction of an instant. It is time, but I still decide to wait to get a better look at the prey. A male Monkey. A pampered upper caste cub who is fed and equipped with the best their race can offer. It certainly arrived in the Dark City recently. The city which has not yet managed to leave a mark of perpetual expectation of doom on its flattened snout, yeah. It's the most glorious game which clings to life, the strongest and leaves the sweetest death essence. The reflexes urge the muscles to act. I decided to make this man German now. I act.
Yay, German.
The shard carbine spews forth a stream of crystalline projectiles that howl and shatter as they pierce the flesh of the prey. A deadly slashing blizzard drapes the street in bloody snow. The bodies of random passers-by caught in the fire are falling to the ground. This is common occurrence in the spires. Everyone around me flees from the field of death, whose borders I have made clear. The prey falls, but it is still alive. I did not expect the hunt to end with the first salvo. The prey is badly injured. I can easily finish it off in the open. The prey gets a negative 10 awareness check. I am boned. That is is trying to locate me amongst a tangle of spired minarets. Its frantic gaze leaps helplessly from one spire to another, but my hiding place is too discreet, yeah. Triumphant, I revel in my superiority. The prey summons companions to aid. A mistake. I unleash a new fan of crystalline shards, and the flesh of the prey blossoms with new cuts from my projectiles. Anyone who tries to approach it will be killed by the brittle shrapnel. The prey should have run away, not giving me more chances to cripple it. The prey is weak. Its frantic is... did I read this already? It's
yes,
frantic... it breaks into a run. Clever. By escaping from the open streets, the prey has deprived me of the advantage of my long-range weapon. But I will not let it escape, so I spread my wings and soar over the alley, pelting the prey with bursts of indirect fire. The chase must not end too soon. Yeah. The petitioner wanted my prey to die slowly. Hold on.
Skill 30 special.
No, I am not going to condemn my... You are choosing the lowest skill here. I have a better chance of using agility.
Are you the prey?
I am the prey. The prey flees down the most predictable and straightforward route, hoping that its strength does not abandon it. Perhaps the body of my prey was modified, or it simply abounds with vigor. Very manly vigor. Even the heavy wounds inflicted by the first salvo cannot slow it down. I emit a frustrated shriek as I watch the path of my projectiles fall the prey without reaching its flesh. The hunt continues, yeah. The prey manages to elude me for a moment by ducking into a crowded street. Ooh la la. The jet booster on my back emits a stream of ghostly blue flame, and I continue my pursuit. As I storm into the street, I see the prey again. This is a nice catch, no? The petitioner wanted me to deliver the prey to her, but I decided to do something different. When it is over, I will impale the body of the prey on a spike protruding from the highest spire, so that it serves as a testament to my victory. To my victory. My flight is swift. Everything unnecessary and atavistic has been cut from my body so that air currents carry it like a projectile from a splinter rifle. Alas, this is also my weakness. I am so light. Even a small obstacle can throw me off course, but the prey has no idea how vulnerable I am in flight. The initial horror caused by my sudden attack has already worn off. The prey has suppressed its panic and is acting decisively and boldly. A commendable triumph of will over instinct. Seeking to slow me down, the prey... Let's see. Turns some bystanders against me. Tech use. Not that one. Definitely not that one. Yeah, we're going to turn some bystanders against him. Turn some bystanders against me. It only takes the prey a couple of furious shouts to convince those huddled in the alley that a monster is coming for their heads. Lies! I am only pursuing the prey! I am met with frantic gunfire, and after making a sharp ascent, I take a pair of plasma grenades from my belt and hurl them into the crowd. It's not like I'm attacking Poland. The bodies of the gullible fools who believe the prey evaporate and turn into bloody mist. The luckier ones fire at me, and one of the shots brings me to the ground. I wail furiously and finish them off with the pointed burst from my shard carbine. To cast me down is an indelible insult. The conclusion is drawing closer. As I turn the corner, I triumphantly realize that I have driven the prey into a dead end. It is time for the massacre. Yeah, okay, I'm glad I gave this person a German accent. Holy crap. That just looks like stereotypical, like, 1930s really gay German haircut. It is time for the massacre. The poison I received from the petitioner as payment for the hunt is contained in the crystalline projectiles, and this should have worked by now. It will slow down the nervous system of my prey, weaken its muscles, and render it unconscious. I failed the carouse test. When I spot the prey, I am pleased to note the early signs of the effect on my combat toxin is having on it. Its movements are slowed, and it's blinking often. Spots are floating in front of its eyes by now. I have a 0% chance on all of these, so... The prey is not where I expected it to be. Having climbed the ledge of a wall, it lunges at me and bellows. It fails. With my wings folded, I ratchet up the jet booster and glide under the prey. It lands behind me, disappointed. Everything will be over in moments. The outcome will be decided in close combat. Wasting no time, my prey and I seize one another in a violent, furious embrace. Every decision made over the course of this fleeting hunt is being weighed, tipping the scale that will ultimately determine the winner. I am unpleasantly surprised when I realize the prey is aware of my combat style. It covers the vulnerable spots I like to cut open with my monomolecular claws. But this knowledge will not save it from death. My embedded glands spew hyperadrenaline into my bloodstream, and my artificially grown muscles convulsively swell under the porous fabric of my ghost plate. I torment the prey with claws protruding from my forearms and knees, and the prey... Let's see. That's not likely to... Oh, wow. Okay. I have a 95... How do I have a strength modifier of 70? I am a psyker. I literally never lift a single object in my life, and yet no, that's my strongest skill. Okay, hold on. Toughness is also my next strongest. Banks on brute force, trying to break my fragile bones and shatter my joints. Oh, so it will just make me more aroused. Allows me closer, enveloping me in a deadly embrace and hoping to suffocate me before I tear to shreds. No. We shall do the brute force. Banks on brute force, trying to break my fragile bones, my bird-like bones, and shatter my joints. The powerful blows crush the hollow bones drilled by the crafty homunculi. Their lightness served me well during the flight, but has betrayed me here on the ground. I lose my footing, my body going floppy like a rag. Oh, yeah. My strength waning, I reach for the shard carbine and shoot the prey right in the face at point-blank range. The crystalline projectile whizzes within a hair's breadth of its face. A crushing blow turns my magnificent weapon to rubble with a mournful crunch. The prey grabs me by the throat, lifts me into the air and snarls. It seems to want to know why I attempted to kill it. Would I tell if I could about my petitioner, Kaikarosevich? About how insulted she was by the deaths of her fosterlings, the blood-stained proselytes, in the arena at the hands of my prey? about how badly she wanted to spice the praise master, the sour-tempered homunculus Cervantes, who had arranged the insult? I do not know, for my throat is crushed and only a faint wail escapes it. This tells me it's the Space Marine, because there's no freaking way it would be me. I die. I am dying at the feet of my prey. No, it's the feet of a monkey. A humiliating end for one who earns the status of apex hunter of Commor-ugh through torturous alterations of the flesh and a bloody pilgrimage to the very top of the spires. Does it hurt to perish like this? It does. Is it fair? It is. The chaotic burst of violence that bloodied the streets of Commor-ugh ends just as abruptly as it erupted. Such is life in the spires. That was definitely not me. That was Mr. Olaf over here, who I cannot actually see right now.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm gonna go dig through that guy's stuff if you don't mind.
What guy's stuff?
This is Scourge's adrenal glands. I'll have to do the German accent more, just for shits and giggles.
Let us walk this
Anyway,
path to the
so
end.
back to Austin's original point about shouldn't we be using Hebrew? I don't think it matters what it is. It's just people don't know Latin and it sounds cool, so people use Latin. That being said, there were a lot of cults in Rome, but there were lots of cults in every nation.
Well, so essentially my point was that the fact that if you look at Christianity, it's essentially
Oh, that's
kind of like an offshoot of the Jewish religion,
The
which means it
divine
also should have like
watches over us.
it would have Jewish demons and stuff like that. And so in order to summon them properly, you would speak the native language of them, which would be Jewish.
Well, so, okay, so the names. Okay, like this is an interesting idea actually. So, Pascal, I need you to do tech switch stuff. Over here next to me. So the thing about demons is that I don't believe the Bible, like the Jewish Torah, actually names any demons. The only reason you would know a name of a demon in like the ancient Jewish tradition is stuff outside of the written Bible or the written Torah that I know of. There is like Kabbalah. Is it Kabbalah? Yeah, Kabbalah, which is the like occultic version of Judaism. It's like it's the add-ons to Judaism. And none of it's really, as far as I know, is actually directly related to, like, the Jewish tradition or religion. So,
What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm looking for all the extra stuff we have. Alright, here we go. To the anatomical opera! So, like, do we have names of demons? Like, there is a book of collection of demon names. Absolutely, 100%. Now, the question is whether you believe it or not is, I guess, up to you.
Yeah,
But the thing is...
that's a whole separate argument in and of itself.
But think of it much more in the same vein of... Think of it one of two different ways. You can think of it from the human perspective or the demon's perspective, and I'll choose to do both. From the human perspective, if you were to say Austin in a language that doesn't really have a word that can correlate with Austin, they'll either find another one to replace it, or they will just simply call it that, but it doesn't mean anything in their own language. So, in the realm of, let's say, like the Persian Empire, I believe there are 3 different names for King Xerxes. There's Darius, Arabellus, and Xerxes. And depending upon which translation you are reading, you will get a different name. It's not that the names or the people are different, it's the names are different based on the people that like the understanding in the groups at the time. They're all the same person. They're all the same name. Now, on the other side of it, if you're the demon talking to somebody, why would I, one, ever give you my real name? Because in those traditions, names are very powerful. It's one of the reasons why you see an interesting sect in a lot of Japanese folklore where, like, you don't use first names. Not really. Like, that's like ancient Japanese traditions. Like, you don't use first names. Because a first name basis is direct power over the person that you are talking to. It's extremely rude to use somebody's first name unless you are very good friends with them. But there is something about that where, like, where is it? Just to give another example. There's a story in the Bible where Jesus has the crazy man run up to him, and the crazy man says, "Please leave me alone." And essentially, it's the demon talking to Jesus, and Jesus says, "What's your name?" And the demon says, "I am Legion," and he goes, "Get out." Like that. Once you have power over that thing's name, you can tell it what to do. You can demand that it leave. You can tell it to get away from you. It will never give its real name, so it's going to have 1,000 different names. Because it's going to depend on who it talked to, right? So it makes sense that we're not going to have a full list of names, but it also makes sense that it doesn't matter what language you talk to, the name doesn't matter. Because the names are all going to be the same. They're all going to be a little bit different. Sorry. Even though they're all the same person. Or thing. Being? Entity. I don't know. I don't know how to describe
essentially, my point being, though, is that, like, if you're trying to summon a demon, it's kind of like going up to, like, a... Like, imagine trying to summon something and then, like, not being able to speak its language. So in order to summon it, you should be able to speak its language. And since they're all derived... Since a lot of their Christian religion is derived from Judaism, you'd have to speak what is derived from the first language that it came from.
See, Hebrew. You're misunderstanding. So but the thing is that even before Hebrew was a thing, they would have existed. So to them, every language except for their language, whatever that might be, would be foreign. Let's kind of put it that way. So think of it like demons would obviously outlive. And again, we're also using demons very, very loosely here, because if you actually start digging into what demons are versus what fallen angels are, they're very different.
Oh yeah, those are two very different things.
But the thing is, what you're talking about, demons are very different from fallen angels, and that's what most people attribute. So we're going to skip over that, first off. But there is the concept that there would be a language that they would have before then. Travantius rushes about the laboratory, snatching up certain tools, vials, and notes. He conceals some of these items inside his own body cavities and destroys the rest. Did something happen? Hold on. The cult of the fatal thirst craves blood specimen. Your blood, my blood. One must be astoundingly insensitive to the vibrations of the dark city not to realize this. Heck, yes. Why did the witches desire my death? You humiliated them, Monkey. Kaikaros and I agreed that she would send fresh meat against you, but she decided to undermine my authority by sending out her best. You slaughtered them, and so it was the cult's authority that suffered. But who cares about a pathetic monkey? You are my lackey, and thus it is I who is responsible for undermining the cult's authority. That sounds a lot like she's blaming you for her incompetence. And it wasn't enough for you to just kill them. You enticed one of the bloodstained proselytes to join the monkey side. As the entire chasm watched, a slap in the face of the cult wasn't enough for you, so you decided to spit in its face as well. It's like,
how dare I choose to live?
Yeah, it's like,
no.
Basically, I would be like, you dispatched me to kill the witches. Are you telling me to not anticipate such consequences? It was supposed to go differently. Your performance was supposed to be a lesson in respect, not a declaration of war. You would have killed someone unimportant and made the witches' vanity bleed. The witches would have received your head as a salve for their wounded pride. They would have been reminded for a time that I was still someone who could greatly complicate their existence. Instead, you have failed me, all of you. Kaikaros did not keep her word, and you did not die in her trap. It's all your fault that things have spiraled out of control. Jeez, I'm glad I'm using this voice. I'd set you up to die, and you were supposed to die, but you didn't, and now I have to suffer the consequences because you didn't do what I wanted you to. I don't care about Kaikaros. You promised to help me get out of here. You hear mockery in the homunculus's voice. Forget the old promises, Monkey. This is war. My loyal servants are being slaughtered across the chasm. I cannot take any more specimens away with me, and the ones I have already packed are far more valuable than you. And so unravel the rotten threads of the tapestry of fate. Elentak, here is the true nature of the Dark Ones, a lie hidden behind sweet promises. Having learned from a cruel mistake, I foresaw this outcome. So what's the plan? I will leave the anatomical opera and withdraw to the spire of the Reaving Tempest. The witches won't dare to settle their scores under the eye of my patrons, so the Cabal's valuable servant is safe from their ire. As for you, go out into the streets of the chasm and die, or go to the arena and try to kill Kaikaros. Even if you succeed, you will still die. The homunculus mutters furiously and haughtily. I should have stopped wasting time on this idiocy long ago. All those pathetic simpletons did was weaken my focus and distract me from my masterpiece. At last I could devote all myself to it. Let's see. Don't be such a coward. Let's face them here and kill them. All of them. Let's see. I mean, I'm thinking the third one. Don't be such a coward. Let's kill all of them here. Don't be such a coward. Let us face them here and kill all of them. The homunculus' anxious movement slowed to a halt, with the mandibles on his face twitched nervously. An unnecessary risk. This is not a hasty retreat, merely a temporary change of workspace. Demogenes becomes so absorbed in his thoughts that he starts shearing off pieces of his own flesh with his scissor-like claws. Enter the arena. The succubi will not pass up this chance to gut you in front of an audience. If you could simply wound Kaikarus, it would give us both enough time to escape. For that, I would be willing to sacrifice the deadliest and most valuable specimens in my collection. If you manage to kill her, run. Sinisthoria will not let such impertinence go unpunished, and your wrath is 100-fold more dangerous than Kaikarus's fury. Do not return to the chasm. You will find no shelter there. Seek salvation in other spires, and you may prolong your agony for a short time. Since you are fleeing, you might as well release my companions. Now we have real power.
Here.
I cannot transport them to my new sanctuary. You may take them. I have unlocked the containment sarcophagi for dangerous specimens. Go and inspect them. Some of your servants may still be alive, but do not allow them to use their abilities until I have left the astronomical opera.
Pterodactyl.
What?
It's morphin time. It's fishwife time.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. What was the classic? What was the classic Power Ranger song? God dang it! What is this?
So go Power Rangers.
Well, no, that's not what they played when.
Oh my God! Wasn't that Kim? Hold on. Maybe I'm sure. Wasn't that Kim Possible's theme song?
No.
I remember that from when I was a kid. Oh my God.
Well, you were one stupid enough to watch Kim Possible.
You do realize I have siblings, and I have a sister.
So I would have corrected my siblings.
Look, we all got TV time, and mine was not at that time. However, there were times where I had to watch it.
You gotta be the eldest and flex your muscles.
Yes.
I wasn't the...
Skulls are meant for breaking.
I wasn't the eldest. Skulls are meant for breaking. Holy crap, can I put that on a shirt?
Were you the eldest male?
No. My brother's older than me.
You're weak.
I am weak blood because I was born last.
Sounds like you should have risen up and shot them. That they saved the best for last.
Just shot them. All right. I require above your precious time. Curious, you have earned my attention. I shall need equipment if I'm to kill your enemies.
Yeah, just get over
Try either of those.
What?
Try either one of those, I guess.
Some of your
here
creations.
we can get.
Well, that's the thing is, I don't really know what to.
I mean, I know you can get equipment, but I have no idea if you can get some like creatures that do.
I doubt I can get a creature. Let's see. Tarantius cringes screamishly and mutters, the mere thought of you tarnishing them with your filthy hands is revolting, but if it serves to ensure my safety, I will tolerate this obscenity. Yay! Stuff! The where it's supposed to be a tech use. Ceramic...
Everything.
Oh, hold on. I don't know if I can take everything. Like... That's the,
where does it say doesn't show any cost? I mean, this is like normal trading. I mean, if we qualify for it, you should be able to take everything.
Oh yeah, no, I can. Hell yeah! Look at that! Holy crap, man! I was thinking like I'll take one thing. I didn't realize I'd get the whole pot. Holy crap, that's amazing!
It's a trading window, man. So we qualify. Take it all.
That's true. I mean, you are okay. Fair enough. I want to do it again now.
Let's see if we can do it again.
Yeah, exactly.
I need the equipment.
I need equipment. The servants always dragging worthless trifles in here. I have no use for them. Find yourself a club or sharp stick suited to your abilities. You can try something more advanced, assuming you are not afraid of accidentally killing yourself with it. Oh, so we cleaned him out. Okay.
Yeah.
Just lost some bullshit, but that's fine.
I want more of your time. My condition has been rather grave since my arrival. Can you mend my body? Let's see what kind of interesting damage your body is taking and which parts of your miserable organics can be improved without inflicting any substantial harm. Yeah. Yeah, let's get some heals on. Now let's go free my darling fishwife.
I forge my destiny among the stars.
They locked her in a Wonder Ball? They locked her in a... Ah, Lord Captain, help me, please. Dude, just Care Bear stare them.
Dude, I'm fucking stuck not looking at what's going on. It's fucking bullshit.
You can always watch the stream and see something cool happening. I feel...
I'm on a laptop. I don't have multi-monitor, dipshit.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I feel something. You see horror and confusion in Cassia's wide-opened eyes. Her face, neck, and hands are gruesomely scratched and sticky blood is dripping from the tips of her claw-like fingers. Ah! Why are there so many of you at once? Red, black, violet, or violet, scarlet, yellow, dark, maroon. Away with you! Stop swarming my thoughts! Ow!
Prove our devotion.
Bro.
Cassia clutches her head again.
Already.
Yeah, she shot me with her Care Bear stare. Cassia clutches her head again, this time covering her third eye, but you can already feel the breath of the warp coming from its gaze. Myth, I cannot control it. Ah. The powers of flowing through Cassia's fragile body make your head swim and your hair stand on end. I took... Jeez.
Pick up a pistol from the floor and shoot Cassia.
No.
Damn.
Let's see. Soothe her with a prayer. May the Emperor's radiance illuminate your way through the tenebrious gloom as we... No, dogmatic, 100%.
Come on now, be the playboy.
But
Look at her, take her by the hand.
But dogmatic.
Get that fish, Shosty.
But dogmatic. Dogmatic. But dogmatic.
Dogmatic. Period.
Yes, the dogmatic. I have the option to invoke the name of the Emperor. It's like if look, I am the guy that as soon as you start talking about like veganism, I have to then tell you about how awesome veganism is. Okay, that's how this works. May the Emperor's radiance.
Veganism is heretical.
That's true, but I'm saying
about how awesome that a meat diet is.
Look, have you tried Atkins? No. May the Emperor's radiance illuminate our way through the tenebrious gloom as we that are broken of heart turn to his wisdom. Cassia struggles to focus her eyes on you. An unfamiliar expression is imprinted on her pale, gaunt face, one that is stern, confident, and imperious. It is the same expression you saw on Theodora von Valencius's face when you first met her. And may his light scatter the darkness ahead, for the Astronomicon is the beacon and his guiding blessing to me. An eerie chill runs down the entire length of your body. It is a feeling you forgot, but recollection swiftly follows. Someone else's turmoil and emotions in a will that is not your own. This crushing wave is about to consume you. Willpower test succeeded. Yes, I've already won. I didn't even try. A haze of anger, despair, and fear smothers you like a burial shroud, but it is not the first time you've had to deal with a surge of foreign emotions assailing your mind. You wish you would die here and now. No! You wish you had never been born in the first place. You summon your will and push these thoughts away as though fending off a sword thrust, and Cassia's feelings dissipate before they can latch onto you. Let's see. Let's see here.
I mean, it looks like willpower is the way to go. Jesus Christ, just shoot her. What the fuck?
I'm gonna go with, for all those years, fear and loneliness were all you knew. Not anymore. Don't you dare wish death upon yourself. When I am with you, I will strive to alleviate your every sorrow. Do not speak of such things, do you hear me? Cassia digs her sharp nails into her head, and rivulets of blood turn her hair from white to crimson. I could have killed you when we first met. I could have unwittingly robbed you of reason on your ship. It is my fault you were attacked in your own palace, and now...
Marry me!
Exactly. Honey, take those panties off. Her eyes are brimming with red tears as she looks at you with passion and tenderness. I cannot endanger you any longer, but I will not let you suffer. Cassia concentrates determined to bring her powers under control until her body jolts as if electrocuted. You know, when darkness envelops you, it takes everything away, leaving no sounds, no smells, no solid footing. Darkness devours every color that tries to make its way in. Every color I tried to create inside, darkness is withering. It swallows the colors it chews and consumes. But when despair had overtaken me completely, I could sense I was not alone in that darkness. Someone else was with me, someone intangible, cold and colorless, and that realization ravaged my sanity all the more. Speaking of ravaging, dear...
You know, see, this would be really touching, but every time I just look at her hands, and it really ruins the moment.
Yeah, those like really weird like
Yeah.
like
Well, no, it's just like the length of her forearms and her hand, like fingers and the claws and everything. That's pretty much what 100% kills it.
I mean, look, just get caressed by what you could consider to be claws, okay?
Dude, she's got like fucking ET arms.
E.T. flow home.
ET feel your buttocks hole.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh.
You ever wanted to feel a prostate massage?
Yeah, more like a poke, man. You kidding me? She like if she ever made it that far, she'd have ruptured it. Holy crap.
She reaches up and tickles your appendix.
Yeah, like with a freaking blade. With the capsule open, my mind was drowned in the grimy shades of crimson and umber and black. Excuse me. And I am going balmy, Myth. I thought I could harness this power, but now you must end this for my sake, for your own, and for that of all that we have shared. If you do this, I shan't object at all. Cassia closes her eyes and able to bring herself to meet your gaze. Her tremors subside for a brief moment, like a resigned victim still in anticipation of the executioner's axe. Okay, so here's the problem. You are our navigator. If I shoot you, we are stuck here. Oh, yes, there we go. Perfect. Frigid heaviness hangs in the air. Your entire being implores you to run. Quickly now. Hold her and kiss her. Don't you even think of leaving me, Cassia. I won't let you go. Here's looking at you, kid. Cassia freezes, startled by your touch, and your lips join together in a bittersweet kiss that tastes of blood and tears. You see terror in her wide-open eyes, but then her body relaxes and her eyes close, along with her navigator's eye. She reciprocates slowly, uncertainly, gently. Please, no more. I cannot breathe. I fear I may faint. Never! But that is what I'm trying to do, to help you escape for a time. I feel that if I were to let you go, you might want to disappear again. Hold me closer, tiny dancer.
Tiny mutant.
No, I shan't leave, I promise. Cassie is not trembling anymore. Instead, she clings to your chest and rests her head on your shoulder. You can feel her heart pounding in a measured, sweet, calm rhythm. Oh, Myth. Sorry. I'm doing this on purpose, and it's really great. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Taking an awkward step back, Cassie gingerly covers her third eye as if afraid that she might unleash her soul's Yeah, that's the part you should cover up, dear. Your third eye. You missed your life.
Come on, darling. Show me your tits.
No, there's actually a copper or something breastplate over that. This can be hard. You can't just lift that up like it's, you can't just lift that up like it's Mardi Gras. You risked your life to save me for a road trade to the ruler of a great dynasty. It was utter lunacy. It was irresponsible. Yes, it was. Cassia's brow furrows indignantly, but her eyes are full of pain and despair. Your protectorate, your billions of subjects that could have lost their sovereign in the blink of an eye. Yet you, why were you even thinking? I was thinking about a future where we are together. What could you possibly see with someone like me? Ah, yes, no. This one, words fail me. Please stop! Because he's really gently covering your mouth with a hand. My lips are soft from the wounds. I can feel your heart and your actions anew. But for now, please, let us enjoy a moment of respite. She caresses your cheek and then steps away abashed. I did it. I saved with the power of my pure raw sex appeal. Of a psyker who also can fight in hand-to-hand combat. Also, I have new armor. There's goods. She injured me again! Does anybody have a med kit?
Maybe. I never saw a wheel in the spirit.
The Emperor protects.
Ooh, renunciation of weakness.
Ooh, that sounds sexy.
It sounds like it might be something meant for your character, though.
Well, you know, I do that from time to time.
Critical hits scored with weaponry reduce veil degradation by -0 and increases the wielder's willpower by +0 for 1 round.
See, I feel like toughness is the better option here. Or I could do... Ooh, Champion of the Abyss of a +2 in weapon skill. Should I start leaning more towards having weapon skill?
Jesus, so tempted to put those hurt secret gloves on Dirkwald, but it's still better with the bracers. Because they give me +10 ballistic and 25% critical damage.
I
See
mean,
if I can do this right.
in reality, I don't ever see myself using a melee weapon, but I am tempted to try it.
Those exoskeletal gloves would probably be good for what the fuck's his name? Damn it. Abelard.
Be
What?
smat.
And exoskeletal gloves wear gains plus 10 strength and plus 5 toughness, unless he's got something that does better than that currently equipped.
Hold on, I'm trying to do a puzzle. I can look at it in just a moment.
What?
There's a puzzle. So when you get done with that, there's like a little puzzle that opens up that leads to new treasure.
Ooh.
I'm trying to solve it.
Psyker Extremis. Weak cards.
Go here and touch that.
Yep, I'm gonna go with Psyker Extremis. I get new warp powers. Hooray! Now, my dear Cassia, let's get you up and running here. The navigator uses a navigator power. Veil degradation is removed by 1. Yeah, allies destroyed by the navigator's abilities gain plus 5 to all resistance tests against warp effects caused by demons, psychic powers, navigator powers. To the end of combat, the effects stack with every applied ability. Hold on. By the navigator's abilities. Jeez. Okay, that means even if I attack you, good lord. What if I give Cassia the ability to shoot chain weapons? Or no, I'm sorry, bolter weapons.
I don't know what you do with it.
Like, I can also... if
Is
I
there
look at
ballistic skill or anything?
What's up?
Does she have a ballistic skill worth of shit? Or,
Well, so in
I mean,
Rogue Trader, what originally it is that you can have a ballistic skill, but you have to have some kind of training to use a weapon. So, like...
Well, I understand that, but if her ballistic skill is dog shit, I mean...
Oh, no, her ballistic skill is absolute dog shit. But the thing is, like, oh, yeah, but I can't do anything, but I can look at you and basically invert your skull. Also, I can shoot bolters. It's like, why? I mean, I really don't know what to do except for use stable roots. I really don't know. Now, if I wanted to reset my character, how would I do that? Not that I want to, but I don't even... I thought you could rebuild your character whenever you wanted to.
Yeah, you can do that on your ship. I don't know how to do that here.
Yeah, probably not. Not that I want to, because I'm afraid it's going to do what they do in Baldur's Gate, where like, oh, you've decided to undo this. That means you lost all your other stuff, like all your other abilities.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Let us
that's
walk this path to the end.
Did we release everybody?
I believe so. We have new gear too. New loot. All right, what were you talking about now? New things.
I could use a quick med kit or something.
Hold on. Where are you?
I'm down in the observatory, the auditorium.
You're at a thingy. Okay, got it.
Oh, hold on. How many med kits do you have? All right, I guess that answers the question.
Too late.
Yep, too late.
Where is melee shots
grows
and melee
from
to 20%?
idleness.
Let's see here. Do I have any open spots for Cassia? I do. Gloves. Gloves.
Ooh, exoskeletal gloves. Those would be good.
When the wearer scores a critical hit for the first time in combat, the damage dealt by this critical hit is increased by 50%. This effect resets after they or their ally perform a heroic act or desperate measure. Okay. Wait, hold on. This wearer gets perception 50% dodge until the start of the...
Oh, that's why it's 3 times sight reading. Okay.
What?
There's an item here that says called the Hand of Offense. It just says the wearer's melee attack damage is increased by +0. I'm like, okay, thank you. And it turns out it's because it's it's based off force. Like there's Adellard's bullshit is apparently that he's using right now. It's a force. It's a 2-handed force sword. Oh wait, no, this is a 1-handed force sword. Actually, you might want this then, Myth.
Ooh.
I thought this was a 2-handed weapon. It's not though.
A force sword, you say? The renunciation of weakness! Actually, I do want this.
Yes.
Okay. It doesn't tell me if this holy flesh actually does anything. It's
What's
just
funny-
status.
What's funny is I actually have a model that uses this exact sword. I think it's Ezekiel of the Dark Angels uses this exact sword. Like, it's got
Yay.
the little... It's not gay!
Dark Angels. Gay.
They're not gay!
Might be kind of gay.
It's not gay. What is this?
Do not dare ask.
Yeah, Myth. If only that were possible.
Oh, damn it, I was gonna take that.
Ah, sucks for you.
Wow.
That is foolishness.
Jesus Christ.
Why do you
guys,
take the
actually
melee?
Fucking look and read shit.
What?
Why do you take the melee items?
You guys
man?
are just like fucking grabbing everything out of here. Can't even fucking read it. Like halfway through reading it, it's just poof gone.
The where's Deadeye shot critical hits?
Oh, I swear to Jesus Christ.
That belongs to, what's her face? This Eldari Ranger site, that's definitely going to be a
Or actually, you might want that.
long range
swear to
aim lens. Increased
fucking
range attack
Christ.
by... That should be a modification to a weapon, not an actual thing. Let's see. Prey scanner. The start of combat inflicts the prey effect on the enemy with the highest number of wounds without spending a charge of hunt down the prey. That sounds really useful for Irliet.
Which one?
The spite, or not the, where'd it go? The prey scanner, because it's literally it uses her abilities.
Sure. Did you take the long thing to put on? Yeah, you did. Okay.
Damage to enemies that deal damage to the wearer this round. That's actually really, that sounds really useful for Abelard. Holy crap.
What?
The Cloak of Retribution, since he's a tank, but he also has some pretty good melee hits. So it goes, the wearer gains plus 15% bonus to damage against enemies that dealt damage to the wearer this turn. So basically we could probably put some kind of, I wonder if we could put some kind of ability on Abelard where we can basically have everybody focus him, but give him a bunch of defensive bonuses. So that his next round, he just absolutely massacres people in one hit.
There's probably a way to do it, yeah.
Let's see. The militant's cloak the wearer's first melee attack in combat cannot be dodged or parried. Okay, I need some gloves for her, though. I need gloves. All attacks of opportunity do no additional agility bonus damage. Whenever the wearer uses gloves with an injury or falls unconscious combat, their allies do plus 1 bonus damage. Okay, that'll work. I'll take it, in case she falls. Now, the bigger question is, do I have a better pistol somewhere? Hold on, can I have a plasma pistol? Ooh, Eldar Spear. I cannot use plasma weapons because I don't know how to use plasma. What if I take the power of a sun and jam it into a small pistol and then shoot people with it? Does that seem safe? Who cares?
I don't know, but it certainly sounds fun.
It does. What's even more impressive is that, you know, they do that. And they even know it won't work. Let's see. The will to live! Enemies adjacent to the wielder have their toughness reduced by -4. The wielder gets +4 toughness for each adjacent enemy. The sword deals an additional +4 damage. The Snoresville game. What are you talking about? We're having fun.
It's the shopping street.
It's not shopping. We don't buy anything here. See, most warriors prefer the swords, so they provide more flexibility and benefit against close combat enemies. Each critically hit score to this weapon reduces veil degradation by -4 and increases the wielder's willpower by 8 for 1 round. Jeez.
So you say you don't do shopping. We just don't do shopping yet. Just wait.
There's not a whole lot to shop with. If I have the money, we just buy it.
No. We do shopping.
We have a Dunder Hammer.
Thunder,
Okay.
thunder, thunder hammer.
Ooh, power grips
Dunder-
plus 10 strength.
Dunder-
Well, yeah,
Dunder
but you are
Hammer.
supposed to entertain your
Oh.
audience in order to get more viewers. Shit, is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Hold on, I'm supposed to be
Yes.
entertaining?
Most entertain people?
Oh my god. Is that why I do the voices? Do you hear the voices too?
Every day when I close my eyes.
I just get screaming and scratching the inside of my eyelids.
And all I do is I look at them and say, shut the fuck up.
You do the,
I think of worse than what you already tried to.
the Macaulay
Go back to
Culkin
video.
schedule, or the Macaulay Culkin method. Shut up.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I can do worse than what any of you voices can even think of. Go back to bed.
Like your night terror's like, oh, can you? Pops its knuckles. Like, you know, just little stretches. It's like, guess what you're about to feel.
Absolutely nothing. Guess the
What
terrier
is
about
it
to
good
go.
for?
Dodge, dodge penalties. Reinforced incubus armor.
Reinforced Incubus armor. I've heard of them. What songs does Incubus have, might I ask?
Does something trouble you, Lord Captain?
They have songs that do words.
Let's see. Alright, so let's see here. We
Sorry,
need...
you're asking about music. A band that I've never heard of. Expect no answers.
You've never heard of Incubus? Oh, I take it back. I'm not surprised. Never mind. Wow.
Michigan is not known for its wide musical abilities. Actually, we I guess we have Kid Rock, which isn't really saying much anymore.
What did we ever do to you to threaten us with Kid Rock?
Oh, with
I
the
know all
ball,
the
da bang, da
offers
bang,
people.
baby. Oh, that's
I
funny.
honestly, I mean, he's only got like 2 songs I like. I mean, I
My
don't
name
really
is
know the song
Kid! Hey man, Ball with the Ball back in the day was awesome.
We also have that guy from Malcolm in the Middle too.
Who is that?
At least I
Freddie
think that.
Munoz?
No, maybe it's not that guy.
Like the actor? Or what are you talking about?
We are bound
Which one are you
by the
talking about?
blood of martyrs.
No, it was some other show. Never mind, not Malcolm in the Middle.
Fucking
DC
special needs.
DC says someone's please slap myth.
Can we just go forward and do things? I'm ready to go.
Are you ready? Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Let's go! To the streets of the chasm! What the hell was that? Or like some kind of squeal. I think it was Austin.
No, that was my phone notification.
Oh, I was like, what the hell just had? Did somebody like smother a bird?
Yeah.
The chocobo from Final Fantasy. That's my phone notification.
Oh, that's adorable. Like I'm not even. Oh, here we go. Oh, good. I have a spire in my way, so I can't see anything.
Well, I can see stuff, but I mean, it's just we're waiting for something to actually fucking happen.
I literally can't see. I see the green outlines of the Matrix.
Early, I
It's
see. There's a
the
giant
camera's
like.
ever so slowly panning to the left.
You have insulted the cult of the fatal thirst outsider. You have insulted the fighting pit itself. The witches are longing for you to die. Oh, thank God. I was hoping you were here for death. I can do that. Now, the big question is, what's the thing in front of me? Is it what I think it is? Because I can't see anything.
I'm pretty sure it's the fucking dude who was holding the door. It's like,
For the faithful.
Jesus
No, it's a
Christ.
grotesquerie. Alright, into the back I go. And then Cassia. Let's see. Oh, yeah.
There is no back. We're like in the middle of this shit.
Well, yeah, I know, but like, if I'm not on the front lines, Cassia's pretty much ready.
Trying to see where they're called.
Finally, some action. Hey, man, you missed all the action with Cassia earlier. I got some of that
That's as good
sweet,
as it's
sweet
gonna
fish
get.
lips.
It tastes like fish oil.
A little bit.
Okay.
Pascal, you run to the center and you just discharge all the electricity you have.
You also missed the sterling conversation about how if you want to summon a demon, you should actually speak in Hebrew.
I mean,
I stand by this myth. I refuse to be
I never corrected you. I just said that it doesn't really matter because it's intent more than it is anything else.
I think it comes down to language. Like, imagine trying to summon, like, a Scandinavian demon, and you go up to it and you start speaking, like, Swahili. Do you think it knows what you're saying? No.
Well, I mean, so here's the
Like,
thing.
what are you speaking to me?
Why do you think they're different? What's the difference?
Because,
in reality, would not the demon conform to the ideas of the culture rather than, forced on its own?
No.
So, like, again, let's look at it this way. What do most demons require of people?
Minerals.
They require more minerals. Yes, they are.
I
Wow!
Motherfucker!
That hurt.
Darkness.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We're gonna get skull fucked.
No, we're not. We have Cassia.
Yes,
We
this
have
is such
Cassia.
unbalanced bullshit.
Most of these
How
guys
many
are like...
times are they getting to fuck us over before we actually get to attack, dude?
That's
Like,
okay.
No, they're fucking us hard.
I got it. I got it.
Go, Dirk Wald.
Hold up.
Look, where's the equivalent of the Pokeball where I can basically shove somebody's essence into, like, a tiny little tennis ball?
Yeah, why don't we get to summon a beholder?
No. Like, why can't I put somebody... There you go. Boom. 3 down. But no, so, like, what makes you think that a demon would actually bother to be worried about that? Like, most occultic practices in the olden days required human and child sacrifices. Like, that was completely common in the old world.
Yeah, see?
It was considered
In order
normal.
to get this right, you had to speak to it in Yiddish and offer up a child.
Well, not all the time, but again, so they require human sacrifices or death of a human, blood, that kind of stuff. Like, I mean, but they always require the same thing. So why would it be that they are all different? Why would you think they're all different? When in reality, the more than likely is they're all the same things. So you may have, let's just say you've got 50 total, but there's like 150 names for all these different demons. They're all a little bit different. They're all described a little bit different, but they all want the same things anyway. So what in reality, what makes you think they're different?
Based on the idea that they do somewhat to some degree want different things based on where you're at. Like talking about like the, it also depends on what you define as a demon. Like you have the Middle Eastern demons and you also have the Jotun from the Norwegian area. So those would all be asking for different things.
But are they doing that? Are they doing that based on their own like? Are they doing it because they know what culture? Like, right? So you have to look at this from a different perspective. Like, it's not a vending machine, right? Oh,
It's a gumball machine.
One second.
Cover.
Motherfucking myth!
It's okay. I have to figure out how to play this character again.
You just need to kill some bitches.
The fuck you are not my Xenos.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it sucks that you fucking shot me, but that like some nice damage there.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope I can fucking survive.
Hey, my turn. I'm back.
Myth.
DC is telling me to shut up and play the game, and I disagree. I think I should keep going. What's up?
You need to move yourself into position and nuke some motherfuckers.
Do I have to nuke some
Your
noobs?
feet back there, so
Dude, you need to fucking make sure you hit as many as fucking possible.
you should be able to kill like all 4 of those guys. So.
Hold on, god darn it! You guys how much effort I have to put into this? Hold on.
Yes, you must look at your screen and
But
click
you know
on
how much effort we have to put into putting up
I'm
with you?
not accustomed to being ordered around.
Is everybody happy yet?
No, you need to like blind the, like gaze them into the ground first.
Well, I
Then
have.
I'll be happy.
This is step 1. God dang it!
Step on their balls.
Look on
Crush
step
the
2,
balls.
3, 4, and 5.
The only problem is that anywhere that I shoot this, Irelia or somebody's gonna get a face full of Care Bear.
I don't care about Eurolette. She's worthless.
Everything there, dude.
Just get rid of Eurolette. She's not worth anything anyways.
It's not like she won't come back after the round's over. It's fucking nuke.
At least.
Like, she's one of the worst characters in this
That's
game.
not true.
It's the hell it ain't.
She's a
I
sniper.
mean, that's true, though. I mean, actually, you know what? Eurolette
Eurolette?
is not the worst
Stinker?
character in the game. Heinrichs is the worst, I think.
How dare you?
No, I mean, I'm pretty much like, dude, like, every time she talks, I want Irelia to die.
That's because Irelette's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, she's just a pretentious little asshole shit.
You mean she's an Eldar?
Why do you never use your heroic axe?
Oh, do we need to?
My motherfucker.
You don't need to, but it's like a free thing that you could do to like help you out, and you're just like, I refuse to use them.
Fine.
Like, we're in the 3rd chapter, and I can count on one hand the number of times you have used a heroic axe.
I may need it for later.
No, you won't, because you never fucking use them, and like, we barely survive when you could use it and you'll actually make
Fine. I will murder everyone because you can't be bothered to do so.
Exactly. I want to click
Get a
list.
turn, you know?
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Stroke of luck.
Give me a turn, I'll murder a lot of people.
As duty demands.
Are you happy? Are you not entertained?
Die with grace, at least.
Not really. Not enough
And so
Game of Thrones like action.
Set that nigga on fire!
Wow.
actions will speak.
There you go, Dirkwald.
Words.
It was a soft. It wasn't the hard R. It was a soft A.
Oh my god. Dirkwald, just shoot him.
I am. I'm
Or
just
you-
making
or-
sure I don't.
or
fucking
you can
kill it.
literally
Rick-
just skip
Rick,
your
oh my
turn.
god! Dude!
Yes.
It wasn't a full turn.
Never fucking mind, you know? Whatever the fuck. Jesus
It's okay,
Christ.
he's dead next round anyway.
I will
Dude,
not be
like, you need to
deterred.
fucking tell me you actually threw it on me. I thought it was my fucking turn.
Commands.
There's a counter.
Do you not look at all the action points you have?
It's okay, he's
Dude.
dead next round anyway. He's
I'm
got.
playing on a 17-inch screen right now. Suck my ass.
That doesn't sound. That does not sound tasty or enticing. Hey, it's that weird dude. The already
Creepy
familiar
Man.
baritone calls out to you from the shadows. The key unlocks a door that then will lead to one that only happenstance will free. Your
obviously
chance I'll
Jewish.
be, to me the bolts will cede. Your part come next, to break the bonds and flee. To you, the merchant vagabond, I bring the gift of providence, but will you
Dude,
look?
why are you reading this like Dudley Moore?
Because I think it's stupid. I hate
No,
Harlequins.
no.
Harlequins
Not
des-
the glitters.
not the glitter vision. Harlequins deserve to be put on a cross, that's why. Sudden
So do
pain
mine.
grips your skull and your vision. What?
So
Don't
do mine.
don't answer that. Don't answer
Mine.
that. Oh, mimes. That's fine.
Minds.
Sudden pain grips your skull and your vision clouds over, but as soon as you resurface, a dramatic scene appears before you. The streets of the Dark City are teeming with hundreds of colors, from grimy gray shades to extravagantly bold hues. At first they blend together in your vision, but soon you are able to distinguish their sources. People, Xenos, animals, you, and of course, the Harlequin standing in front of you. The Xenos' colors are like those of a broken kaleidoscope. Your eyes water at the mere attempt to pick any one thing out, and your head is splitting more than ever. Yet despite this, you are subconsciously aware that the dark lilac cloud surrounding the slender figure poses unspeakable danger, and that the bright sparkles of silver indicate that this danger, at least for now, is directed at you. When you avert your gaze and slowly exhale, the vision falls away as if it was never there. The Harlequin observes you with interest, his silence speaking volumes. Myth your colors, what have you done with them, Xenos? Cassia lifts her chin and the third eye on her forehead flutters threateningly behind the eyelid. Oh! The Xenos, tilting his head to the side, looks at Cassia with curiosity. So many things can three eyes glimpse at once. Shales, veiled paths, and caverns of the soul. But with 1,000 sights you could not see the wrecks of fate beneath reality. Past creaking vaults will twirl you round in halls of intertwining serendipity. But not just yet, the dance calls for a pair. Your partner is, for now, tied up with me. I don't understand you, stupid freaking Eldar person. Oh, nectar sweet, your name is ignorance. Make sure to savor every drop before Your glass is drained by insight in a blink. I'm worried about rolls, dances, or keys, and I will shoot you myself. Be gone! Well, as you wish, this gift is not for all. The Harlequin vanishes in a cloud of blue smoke, leaving you with nothing but the feeling of unease before the coming battle. End dialogue.
Yeah, he'll finish. He ran away with smoke. Fuck out of here.
Smoke bomb! Quick, grab all the gear you can. Ah, there's the fish. I was worried for you for a bit. I, too, was worried for a bit. I mean, there are many people who have died T-posing their way to success.
Everything I try and grab is
Let the
empty.
faith
Already
guide
grabbed
my
everything.
path to glory.
The big question is, where did that stupid freaking gay wolf go?
I think to the pit.
To the pit! We shall head to the pit. And the pendulum. If any of you are cultured enough to know what the hell I'm talking about, but I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't believe Fokker is cultured enough to know what I'm talking about.
Motherfucker, you're the last person to talk about being cultured, you
Look,
friggin'
just because you people watch the boob tube does not
Dude.
mean that you are cultured.
I've read more than you have. I've watched more than you have.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. More
Bullshit.
than you have.
Bull.
Bullshit nothing, dude. No,
Bullcrap.
not bullshit, dude. Okay? Guess what? I predate the internet. I lived in libraries. Suck my ass. I've read more than you.
Oh dear. What were you calling people,
Give
myth?
me that bullshit.
What were you calling you people, myth?
What do you mean, you people?
I didn't know. I don't know. Did I say you people?
Yes.
Time seems to stand still when you enter. Figures cast in shadow, huddled against the walls, turn to you. Everyone except the few standing frozen in the middle of the room with weapons in their hands.
Oh, this one was yeah, that's right. A nimble pest, aren't you? You could have surrendered without a fight. I would have snapped your neck and spared you torment. But you choose to die more painfully.
Aha! Mazrahai lightly brandishes his blades, laughing mockingly in his opponent's face. I can continue dancing with you for a long, long time, but I am growing weary of your pathetic attempts. What is going on? Not all your lackeys are well trained, Myth. As soon as I crossed the threshold of this squalid hole, I was forced to take up arms.
Oh there! I just
Oh there!
decided to unwind by chasing the stringy Xenos across the ceiling. Join me, Ayetvar. How the fuck do you say that?
Ayetvar.
There you go.
Don't you have any Nordic or Danish in you? Can't you like speak German? Atvetter. Did I save Mazrahai's life so you can take matters into your own hands? Put your weapons away, all of you. Yes. Alright, cool.
Ulfar slams his gauntleted, clad fist against his armor, heaving a sigh of disappointment. I am not one to end the battle while a Xeno still stands. But no matter, scrawny and human, we will get the chance to finish this another time.
Mazrahai takes his eyes off the exit and looks at you. The contorted mask of battle rage slides from his face and he sheathes his blades. If your lackeys have seen enough of the show, I have business to discuss with you, Myth. Of course you do. Of course you do. Like, are we leaving? Mazrahai is casually inspecting his armor for damage, seemingly unperturbed by the attempted reprisal against him.
Monkey. Rogue trader. There is something you must do for me. The soul of Erimeris.
Whatever.
The Archon of the Reaving Tempest. It should belong to me. I do not know where, I do not know how, but that bitch tried to dispatch me without sullying her own hands, and she deserves to lose her life. Her soul will remain in my soul trap.
Okay, first off, I like this idea. Making a Dark Eldar suffer sounds fantastic.
When we at last face each other, and we will face each other, even if I have to gut all of Commor-ugh to do it, And if you're there when it happens, do not even think of trying to deliver the final blow. Only an Aziriesh has the right to take the life of an Aziriesh, and that right is mine.
What do you want with her soul?
Simply killing her is not enough for me. No, it is too
Banal!
banal.
Banal!
Keeping her imprisoned for
Banal.
all eternity in a cage
Bro,
of
it's not
misery
anal,
from which
it's
there
banal.
is no
It's
escape.
clearly banal.
It's obviously not.
Is a fate
It's clearly banal. It's right there.
You clearly have not mastered English and you need to stop.
All right, hold on.
Dries up like a fountain of blood spraying from a sliced artery. And also, it might make her resurrection problematic.
Myth is dragging out his report card from high school to try and say he's mastered English.
No. All right, what's the word say if you drop the B? What is it? Huh?
No.
No, you drop the B. What is it?
Have you not seen the movie Employee of the Month? It's a null.
No. It's banal.
No, it's banal.
It's banal because it's anal. Banal. Banal anal.
It's banal.
It's
okay?
banal. Myth,
I hate
you
to
truly
break it
are
to you,
the
but
rogue trader
words spelled
begins.
differently or is pronounced differently.
Myth, you truly are the rogue trader. Begins ending screen.
End of line.
End of line. Wait, only as okay. So I read this one. Wait, only in Aziriash. Are you retarded? I read that first.
I mean, same difference.
It's like, oh, are you an Aziriash? Are you retarded?
Irimaris is my sister. What does it matter?
It doesn't. You want to kill your own sister?
Yes. Your astonishment is making me think that the monkey are even more primitive than I first suspected. Do not tell me that blood ties carry certain prohibitions and taboos among your kind.
Yeah, we don't have sex with our kin. You are correct.
Yes. I valued her until she went too far in her attempts to dispose of me. She valued me until I refused
Play
to
Screen
bare
Day
my
song.
throat for the blade without a word. Our relationship has come to a dead end. Now the tie between us must be severed.
Oh, resurrection? What resurrection?
Naive creature. The homunculi of Commor-ugh, including Tavantius, whom Irimaris favors, are able to regenerate our slain kin from small pieces of flesh held in amniotic tubes. Any Drakari you kill on the field of battle can come for you again, albeit at a price, since the homunculus claims a portion of their client's soul as payment for this precautionary measure. Perhaps Irimaris was desperate enough or insane enough to resort to such a contract. Who knows? Having Irimaris' soul in my keeping might make her regrown form, if one appears, defective. She might not remember me or you at all.
So we could do the Healer Hero anime quest where we just simply mind break the main antagonist and make her our sex slave. Got it.
Is there any other way to live life?
No, there
Seriously.
isn't. No. I again, I'm 100% on board with it. It's just that I was just kind of surprised they put this in a video game. Alright, fine. I will give you the final blow.
The answer I was expecting. I do not expect to wait long for the confrontation. When my sister learns of what occurred in the arena, she will send assassins or decide to come herself.
Mazrai breaks off. All his attention is now focused on a bent plate on his shoulder. A second later, he grips the edge of the plate and with a strangled groan, tears it off. The piece dislodges with a hiss. Marazhai begins to straighten the bent plate with his hands, revealing the surprising strength contained within his lean body. Look at what the plate was covering. You are shocked to find no under armor or clothing. It seems the thin, light armor is attached directly to the the Dark Eldar's pale skin, roped with veins. You notice two pinprick marks surrounded by purplish bruises. Something pierced his flesh here, and that is what kept the armor plate in place.
What are you looking at?
Your armor is held on with hooks that dig into your body.
Correct. directly into the nerve centers.
Jeez.
Direct stimulation of the trigger points, provoking constant, unrelenting pain.
Dude.
Do you know how pleasurable it feels when your suffering rings out in unison with another's? The overwhelming ecstasy when your own agony bleeds into the agony of your enemy. My world is woven from that pleasure.
Bro, whatever drugs you're on, can I have some?
I can show you that world. I can teach you if you do as you are told.
Okay. I don't need that. But hold on. Should we teach this thing its place?
Always.
I will gladly look upon a world in which you know your place.
Pick one.
The Drakari's eyes widen in astonishment. With a hiss, he intercepts your arm, gripping your wrist. And you realize that you cannot discern the emotions in his eyes. They slip by so fast you cannot count them, and yet he makes no attempt to remove your hand.
I do. And I will not forget my place, so long as you do not lose your grip. As you have already promised me, Arimaris, I will leave you now. When it is time to kill, let me know.
Alright. That was gay.
In other words, he liked it.
That was very gay, and I regret touching
Jay
it.
and the balls touch so fucking hard.
Yeah, no, they didn't just touch. They slid by each other. They freaking, like, rubbed.
That was friction.
There was like, intense friction on that. And he's a Dark Eldar, which means that was obviously intended.
What the fuck is going on here?
It's the Dark Eldar, man. Oh, okay.
No, we're still stuck staring at your character, like, just standing around and like...
Oh yeah, we don't do anything. Only myth can act in this area.
No, I get that, but it was stuck. Like, nothing was going on. What?
Oh god.
What?
Okay, I guess we're done now. Oh, there we go. We're done now. What's going on?
Glory House Juan Valentius.
Your
House.
Lordship, I know, right? Your Lordship, as you may have read in my memo, your life is in mortal danger. Your series of impressive victories in the arena has incurred the ire of the profane Xenos. Now, Myth, so long as one of you wears socks, it is straight. Oh, thank God. I wear nothing but socks. It's not even boots here. It's just like 4 or 5 different sweat socks.
He's wearing like 6 different pairs of socks.
And one of the last ones are grippy socks. Your Lordship, you may...
One with the paw print, I hope.
Oh, God. Yes. Yes! Paw print socks! The witches won't let you emerge... Oh, God. Obviously. The witches won't let you emerge from your next fight alive. As true servants of the Imperium, we cannot let that happen. Awaiting your orders. His peaked cap gleaming, the Commissar clicks his boots loudly. The only sign that betrays his trepidation is the faint trembling of his hand.
I've seen you, you poisonous gnat, leading your comrades to their death in the arena. But now you are willing to stand with the Avatar against all Commor-ugh to suffer what to be gruesome.
8 Vater!
I'm not. I mean, yes, my family is German, but that's besides the fucking point. That's a Vater. I can't do that when trying to talk gay. All right, it just doesn't work.
The Advetter.
Good for you,
Yeah.
but gay in German for me does not work out.
Advetter, yeah.
No, this is gruesome enough.
Gruesome?
I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to talk German. Fuck. Agony and death. You are still unworthy scoundrel. Of course, but you have chosen an honorable way out.
I know what Vater means. I don't know what Ot means. I don't know what that means. Warriors of the Imperium, the God Emperor's gaze is upon us. Here and now, I am ready to meet my death face to face, for I know that he watches over me. What about you? Will you disgrace yourselves in his eyes, or will you fight and prevail? The crowd's fierce and inspired roar deafens you. You see the glowing eyes of the people who have gathered here. This fire craves to be released so that it may consume any and all enemies of humanity who dare to stand in the way of the Emperor's devout servants. As you observe the crowd, the Commissar's gaze jumps out at you. For the first time since you met him, his eyes are filled with genuine, righteous fury without a trace of falsehood or mockery. Item received, the Commissar's note, and Dogmatic +5. Up, Jared redeems a stretch!
No.
No, we've already did that with Mazrahite. We've already stretched the nutsack all over each other. We're done that. Oh. Now the question is, you pissed off the witches big time. You won't escape their fury. We need a plan. Meet me at the pit. The Emperor protects. Well, I'm glad that I got his note now. You can count on us, your lordship. Our best chance of gaining the upper hand is to hit them with a surprise attack. You are the man who triumphed over the blood-stained proselytes. It shouldn't be much of a challenge for you to last long enough in the arena until we can strike our enemy when they least expect it. Good luck to you, your lordship. The Emperor protects. Hoo-yah! Sorry. I didn't really know what voice I wanted to use for him until, like, now. And that voice is going to be one that, like, drains me of all energy. Let's see.
You're draining me of all energy.
That's not true. As he walks back to his place. Alright, so, we need a plan of attack right now, you stupid scum! I did promise Mazrahai, so drop off Irieliet and take Mazrahai.
Well, yeah, but I mean, can't you bring him in without actually...
Yeah, that's right, I can do that. Sorry.
You got to
No, but I meant, like, you know, can't you bring him in without having to actually have him as a playable character?
Nope.
Wait a minute, did you actually kill off Daddy Issues? Or just leave her behind?
Which one?
We left her on the ship, I thought. We didn't kill her.
Hold on, wait. Which one has daddy issues?
Goth
the
chick.
bladed bitch. Blood everywhere.
Oh, yeah, Kibbles. No, she's on the ship.
Kibbles.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you can see all the rest of the companions, but she wasn't in there, so it's like, that's really odd.
Austin, you get the gay Eldar.
Oh, Lord.
Now you just have to...
At least we can trust Austin to do a better job of leveling.
Well, yeah, but now, I'm sure that guy's a pain in the butt. I'm sure he's essentially what Cabela is.
Basically, kind of. Yes and no.
Except he probably does lots of, like, status damage, like poison, bleeding.
Anal bleeding?
Well, obviously that too.
Maybe.
My anus is bleeding!
My anus is bleeding. I mean, I don't even know why I bother with the common lore Xenos. Or the common lore Imperium. Hold on, what do I have that? Oh no, I have a pretty good roll. Okay, never mind. I was like, it's a boost for it. Nice!
Yeah, I'll take Eldari equipment feature. Sure, why not?
If I've got Conviction Dogmatic, I get +5. Oh, yeah, this is definitely the thing for me. My Persuasion is also pretty high. Let's see here. The Pyromancer's Staff. Man, they are just yelling at each other in like the only way lesbians can.
Listen, don't judge.
I'm gonna judge.
Yeah.
Truly. Truly.
With each step,
Outrageous?
I forge
not
my
outrageous, but,
destiny among the stars.
I have no follow-up. Oh yeah, did we ever find that stupid dude who had like the crow person? The guy who followed us around everywhere? Was being weird?
I don't think so.
I guess we just missed that quest line.
Oh no, that was the thing that you killed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, we did. Okay. You know what? I feel bad. I didn't even put that together. I'm retarded.
Yeah, that was him hunting you, and then you decided to kill him.
I didn't kill him. I simply wanted him to not be alive anymore.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah. Where's the arena? Where's the arena? Is it over here? No?
Same place it's been the entire time we've been over here.
Thank you, Austin. Thank you so
You're
much for that
welcome.
input. That really helped, you son of a bitch.
I was hoping it would, but I was a little bit nervous that it wouldn't, but good to know that it worked out.
So how long have I
If
been
you can't
gone?
find it with those instructions, man, I don't know that you're qualified to be here.
Okay, reinforced incubus. There we go.
Killing blow. We will let Marzipan. His name is Marzipan. We'll let Marzipan get the final blow in. Find the traces of the Gene Stealer cults.
Pitch blackness.
Hold on. Time out. There's Gene Stealers in this game?
That's what the DLC that you bought was paid for. About.
Nice!
That's literally like what the huge part of the thing was, that like you also miss like a shitload of quests when you decide to bump into this section.
I
of the
didn't
game.
mean... I know, right? I didn't mean
Shall
to.
reclaim what is rightfully ours.
But you did it. So you fucked it all up.
That means we gotta play it again.
Heretical run. Murder everyone.
Heretical run. Any % speed run.
Alright, I should be good.
Alright.
Well, I mean, if we played it again, we definitely would have to like skip over anything but new dialogue options.
Nope. I don't know what dialogue we chose. We just go again. To the... Oh, let's just save here. Let's just go ahead and just save here. You know what I'm saying?
You should probably do that.
Saving! Are we...
We're waiting for all the characters to
Oh,
arrive.
mother.
I'm running over the piece because I wasn't chasing you around while you're doing whatever the fuck. So.
Well, there's one.
There's two. There's three.
There we go. Homunculus' minion. Master Tavantius said, oh, hold on. An unfamiliar monster, even more terrifying than the previous one of the Homunculus' servants, bars your way. Its voice is as dry as death itself. Master Tavantius sent me. The Master wishes for you to send Kakarus on a swift journey to She Who Thirsts. Do not expect a fair fight. This is your execution. However, Kakarus is an example and is incapable of adequately assessing whatever she fails to comprehend, and therefore you stand a chance, albeit a negligible one. Should you survive, do not return here. The witches will seek revenge, which is why the Master has already left the chasm and found new patrons. He suggests you do the same. So says the Master. The monotony and accuracy with which the monster repeats Tervatius' words reminds you of the way servitors communicate. Will you go to your Master now? The Master does not need me anymore. I'll go kill someone, get their pieces, and make myself stronger. Say nothing in return. We shall teach these heathens the error of their ways. They were born wrong.
True.
Yes, no lies detected. No lies detected at all. So, Jared, what Green Day song was playing earlier? I gotta know. Was it American Idiot? Because it's the only Green Day song I know. Which, by the way, my brother liked Green Day. I still don't get it.
Honestly, Green Day rapidly declined after like their second major album.
I've tried listening to Green Day, and I'm just like, this ain't for me.
Maybe not, but I just like their anything like since the fucking after the 90s by them has really been unimpressive.
Thirsters, do you want to witness a great legend as ancient as Commor-ugh itself? I give it to you now. Behold the table of the exile, the succubus dethroned. Can I take her to the ship with me? Sir Lael was a mighty warrior of her cult, renowned and deadly. Her dance of battle was an entrancing perfection of terror. But then a time came when an audacious apprentice supplanted Sir Lael, turned her servants against her, and drove her out of the Dark City. This guy's entire job is just to tell people how great other people are. It sucks.
Yeah.
Well, when you're as cool as Myth, that's what you qualified for.
She wandered the webway's savage wilds and slew scores of the terrible horrors as she fought for her life.
Could I skip past this shit faster? They act like you got a fucking first grade reading level or some shit.
I do have a first grade reading level, even a second grade one. In the legend, she slew them all and pressed onward, but our story will be shorter. Kill!
Okay, good luck.
We won't need it.
Oh no.
Miss Naruto run won't last very long with
Impure
us.
Xenos. I will drown you in your own screams.
Who's ready for a bad day with doggies?
Why is the guy's already hurt?
Because he has boots on that like cause bleeding.
Oh.
What is it? At the start of combat, the wearer inflicts bleeding 4 on themselves. Whenever the wearer performs an attack or a melee attack, they inflict bleeding on all creatures nearby. All or on all hit creatures. And this area melee attack also deals plus 20 additional damage. So, I trade 4 points of HP for being able to cause bleeding to anybody I hit.
That sounds like a great thing for kibbles too.
Also, he gains armor and different kind of stuff whenever he's underneath like the effects of bleeding as well. So, that's his like whole shtick. I just noticed that if you go in the inventory and you click on someone, and you click on like another person's name, you can see how the way that it spells their name is by running through every single possible letter until it reaches the one that it's supposed to be.
Yep.
Oh my god, he's so angry!
Angry marzipan.
How does he get health back if he's gonna just keep...
Well, again, you're hoping that the attacks, you know... I would say that this character, or at least that strategy, is one that is dependent upon a very fast attack and not a long, drawn-out combat. Or has some kind of ability to heal themselves in some capacity. Jared says he was actually thinking of Linkin Park with What I've Done, but I didn't remember who sang it first. That's because it's newer, and it's probably one of their worst songs. What I've done, I take myself.
Dude, stop, please, Jesus Christ, like, even, like, wow.
Yes?
That was bad, like, just don't...
Well, yeah, it's almost like I was mocking it.
Dude, it's almost like, Christ, like, they could try and sing bad and still sing better than you.
No, that's not a compliment if I'm making fun of it.
I don't know about that. You're just that bad, I think.
What do you mean? It was played in Transformers, the greatest movie of the 2000s.
But
Yeah, that's
these
right.
things, like, stop taking damage after the first attack.
Hit him with poison. What the?
Disconnected from server, sweet.
Hold on.
Why do you do this to me, Myth?
I didn't do nothing.
Why?
Going back to main menu and waiting.
Invite players. Choose your character.
Can I be Vegeta?
No.
Damn it.
You get to be Krillin.
Hey man,
Fuck.
Dude, Krillin gets to bang the only sex bot that can also shoot like nuclear weapons out of her hands.
Listen, I don't know like any Dragon Ball things. I just know that Vegeta is this, and that there's the Super Saiyans.
That's pretty much it. And all Super Saiyans do is get really constipated, and then their hair turns golden. Like, actually,
I know that.
It turns white, actually. It's just that they can't do that. So really, they get so stressed out about taking dumps that they can destroy planets. Austin, join the goddamn game.
I'm trying, but Steam is being stupid.
See what you did, Myth?
See, I say that being an actual... I really enjoyed Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, although I have not seen Dragon Ball in a long time.
Once again, the only Dragon Balls I've watched are the movie,
Dragon
the
Ball's
live action.
good, like,
You chose to watch the live-action movie.
Yeah,
oof. Why
Wow.
the fuck would you watch that on purpose?
That was... Like,
because that was my Dragon Balls.
that is
I
like...
watched it to mock it, Jesus Christ.
That is like saying I've never seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, so I started with the actual live-action movie.
Started with like Shyamalan's fucking shit
Yeah.
show.
Good lord. And then we all just go, but why? Why would you do that to yourself? In what world is that a good idea?
Dude,
Yeah, the
holy
2009 live action Dragon Ball movie.
shit. No, like, food, dude, do not remind me of the fucking live action Avatar. Jesus Christ. I was
That
like,
was the
I went and saw that in the theaters and I was just like, holy fucking shit.
I've never read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, so I'm going to start by watching the movie.
That's also what I did too.
Why?
I remember watching that. I was like, I don't understand how this is good. How this is popular.
It could have, like, I honestly, it could have been worse. Like,
It could have been. It's still pretty bad.
The movie wasn't great, but like, died. As good as, you know, adaptations go, it could have been far worse.
So, okay, I actually have, or had, the BBC TV rendition of that. And to be perfectly honest,
Oh, the TV show's great.
the TV show was fantastic. Even though the effects were absolute dog crap. But,
Oh, they were effects for their age. They were good.
oh, I know. But, like, the thing is, there was a part that was absolutely just perfectly well done. And it was whenever they go to the restaurant at the end of the universe, and they bring out the sentient pig, and
Right.
they have the conversation about how you, like, who's going to eat the pig, and the pig starts selling them on parts of his body that he's been
yeah.
purposely force feeding himself. It's great. And at the very end, it's just Arthur's like, "Oh my god, I want a salad." And he's like, "But why, sir? I am delicious." and he's like, "All right, I've taken your order." Your meal takes your order. And he's like, "All right, I'll just nip off in the back and shoot myself." And he's like, "Oh my god."
Oh no, Abelard.
No apple bottoms, no. And then, like,
Bottom jeans.
And in-
Boots with the fur.
I think the best part
God.
about it was when the pig puts his hoof on Arthur's shoulder and goes, "Don't worry, sir. I'll be very humane about it." It's just like, and Arthur's eyes widen like, "What the hell? What nightmare did I wake up in?" Oh my god, that was... Which, by the way, in that book, when I read that, I couldn't breathe. I was on the floor laughing so hard that my stepdad came in and yelled at me. Like, it was the time when I actually had a chance to just sit down and read. And he got so mad because as I was reading the book, the first and second book, I was dying. It was so funny to, like, oh, here's spaceships made out of old musty mattresses. And I just pictured that in my head. It's like every door is like a mattress. Every wall is a mattress. It's just literally a Serta mattress, just in the open. Just, oh, yep, nope. Which, if you haven't read those stories, I would strongly recommend reading the first two. The rest are, yeah. There's.
Listen, I saw the movie and that's all I need.
No. Oh, do the
It's like
BBC
the Dragon Ball film.
Do the BBC radio drama. It's really good, actually.
All I need in life is the
movie adaptation.
movie adaptation. Yeah.
How dare you?
What more do I need? What more can a man want?
A lot. Like, taste.
Rawr.
Row.
Why didn't you use Endure?
I didn't think about it.
God damn it.
I didn't feel like enduring.
The only problem
my
is that
God.
no matter who I hit, it doesn't really matter right now.
Emperor, give me
God,
strength.
I looked at Dragon Ball live,
What?
Dragon Ball movie live action, and what pops up is a picture of Samuel L. Jackson as the green guy, Kieran or whatever.
What's hilarious
Yes.
is, like, I think, like, about, like, in the early 80s or whatever, like, India did, like, a Dragon Ball, you know, essentially it was a Dragon Ball movie, except for they don't call it Dragon Ball
I'm not
because they would have
accustomed
got
to being
sued.
ordered around.
But what do you mean to tell me, Fokker? Are you telling me that the Dragon Ball live action movie is not a good Dragon Ball representation?
No. But, I mean, there's a worse one out there, but no, it's not.
Isn't this a job for the
Don't believe
serfs?
that.
Bam!
India, it might be Malaysia. But, yeah, it was Or like I skimmed through it. It's pretty fucking
If I
awful.
may.
Come to me.
Oh shit!
Yes.
What's the circles? What the fuck?
Now, zone of fear. Move again. Oh, okay, or not. I was
Take a
hoping.
knee.
I was hoping. Yeah, no. Take a knee. I was hoping you would actually like do another reaction, but oh well.
You don't get to do more than one.
Well, in my rules, you do.
Okay, well it's not your rules. Kill steer.
Well, I'm sorry to say this guy's cooked.
Rejoice in service.
I mean,
No, he's done. The next
it's already
round, he's,
burning, but yeah, no.
no, he's done now.
I mean, I think you would call it a bit more than cooked. Well
He
done.
is well done, sir. You are burning for like a bunch of points of damage per turn.
He's gonna die next turn. So
Yeah, no, he's done.
if you have any points of damage, target on anybody but him.
Hit your phaser
And so
beam.
shall it be done.
Phaser beams.
Yeah, your phaser
Rejoice
beam.
in service.
I can do every. Oh, there you go, Abelard. Do something fun. It's only a one attack move, so don't do something stupid like give yourself a buff. Or do that. That works too.
What the
Oh
fuck
fuck!
was
It
that?
takes. It's a multi-melta, but it takes three action points to use. What?
I gave you an attack and
I
literally
had
said
one
don't
hammer, why
waste
didn't you
it.
melt him? He didn't. He switched weapons. He doesn't have enough action points to do the fucking melta.
Bam! There you
I can
go.
do that.
That's the spirit. Brace for impact.
Brace for impact, Uranus.
That's repeated impacts if it's the anus. Pascal.
Come on there, Pascal.
I was like, Pascal, what are you doing?
I am trying to fucking move something, but apparently it's telling me I'm just in the wrong line of sight for it.
You're just in the wrong line of sight, sir.
Yeah, well,
Oh, everybody, don't forget to wish DC Happy International Women's Day.
you're the only woman for me.
We can call him Shirley if he likes.
See, that's how I know DC's not here right now. He left.
Gonna hit that one.
There you go.
Can I not do that? No line of sight on the bitch. Does he have... No. So let's give him...
Not enough!
You get that, Seabass!
I don't want to though. Maybe I want to.
Yes, you wanna.
How do I do this?
Very carefully. And then very quickly.
Do this right. I can. No, it didn't work. Fuck.
What'd you do?
I thought there was a way where I could use the Dance Macabre to move into the guy and then attack him, but apparently
How
not.
dare you? You have failed me for the last time, Captain Nita.
Mighty blow.
No, it's apology accepted, Captain Nita.
Oh, that's right.
Cut myself open.
He
Cut
said you
my
failed me
life
for the last time
into
Admiral when it
pieces.
was Oswald.
Sorry, was that?
He said you failed me for the last time Admiral when it was Oswald.
That's right.
And feel pain.
Nah,
Of 0 damage.
it's
Well,
already
because
taken
you're a
damage.
fucking-
It's a stupid ability.
Man,
Yeah.
can I copy that ability?
It would be nice.
Yeah, I would really enjoy it if I could take that ability from it.
Well, technically the Space Marine could. Technically.
I mean, technically, the Space Marine should be able to overpower that ability.
No.
Yes.
Nope.
Big stompy foot, dude. Yes.
Could you imagine what that would be like if a Space Marine, like, stomped your foot?
I don't think you would have a foot.
No, you wouldn't. It would just be gone.
Like, oh look, I now have a bloody stump. I have pudding.
Yeah, so yeah, I have foot pudding.
I have ketchup.
Ketchup. Gotta love the ketchup.
I think your steel-toed boots are gonna protect from that.
Is that okay? It's not steel-toed boots. It's just like, you know, I don't even know
Steel
what that.
boots.
Yeah, it's just steel boots.
I mean, you're wearing steel-toed boots because obviously the Imperium cares about workplace safety. So,
Of course, of course. Why would they not?
yeah. Like, say what you will about the Imperium man, but they're very OSHA approved.
Oh yes, of course. I mean, I'm sure the money that goes to their version of OSHA is being used very nicely.
Yes.
Abelard hit them with I don't know, like just the flat of the
I don't
hand.
know.
It's
Hawker's turn yet.
It's fucker is Dirkwald's turn, but is phase shift still in effect for the rest of the turn, or is it just for that character's attack?
Well, it
Doesn't
only
really
says
clarify.
for second successful attack, not third, fourth, fifth, and sixth.
It applies nonstop. It's like everything after.
That
the
is a
first
poorly
zero.
worded. This is one of those things that's a poorly worded ability.
I'm not gonna waste my heroic on doing 0-0-0-0.
Abelard, hit him with a
Abelard will
stick.
Be able to find out.
Target well struck.
Yep. Looks
bigger-
to be by character.
The bigger question is it by? Hold on. Does status damage count as? I can't remember.
I think it's like whatever you do is a direct attack. The first one's gonna land. Everything afterwards for that character is gonna be 0-0-0-0.
Wait a minute. Why is my character holding a sword in his left hand? He's not some horrible left-handed monster.
Apparently he is.
No.
Yep, he's unclean. He's unholy.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a natural.
He is sinistra, as they say. A filthy left-hander.
0-0-0 after the first hit. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, in the second hit. So if you can do like 3 or 4 hits, apparently it's
Oh,
different.
well, I'll test it. I got heroic up, so if I get to go again on Dirkwald, I'll test it.
Get it up! Come
I
on!
have, holy shit, I have 20 movement points.
Oh yeah, no, like he's got so much movement, it's ridiculous.
Let's see here. First things first. Let's increase the damage we're gonna do to you.
Not a servitor.
First things first. Second things first. Let's see how you like
I'm
being
not
held in
accustomed
the
to being
gaze
ordered
thing.
around.
Wow, nothing.
Okay,
got
doesn't
it.
hurt.
Cool. How about you?
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, I guess. God dang it. I guess.
damn it,
I guess
dude.
it counts the
Save,
warp
save,
curse
save.
unleashed.
Save.
Are you out?
No, I'm just saying save because like when it starts doing this deep sinking shit, then it's when we start having problems. So I'm
Me?
just saying like I don't want to start
Did you
back at the beginning of the
insist,
fucking
Lord
fight.
Sophia! Of course, you don't do any damage. That's cool. Now let's see. Can we bring you all together now?
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Yeah. Point of curiosity.
Yeah. That's if I can bring them all together, I can do a lot of damage that way.
Now that's a lot of damage. You
That
should kill
is.
Abelard.
It is a lot of damage, but I don't want to kill Abelard. See, that's the thing.
Well, Abelard's right in the middle of that shit, FYI.
Chimera,
So
Chimera.
shall it be done.
Boom!
Chimera. Let Chimera come over.
Maria. Something about Wayside Story.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I can't allow myself to do this.
I like how I'm still using Ignite because Ignite is just super fun.
Make it make sense.
Alright, Marzipan, go get him. Fetch. Marzipan!
I don't wanna.
Oh, okay, I guess you could just end your turn then.
That sounds less
you, I quit.
Before me, prating.
There you go. Did you just say kneel before me, preteen?
No, he said in Farial English.
No, I heard kneel before me, preteen, which sounds super rapey.
Listen, it's only rapey if you think it is.
Nope, that's... Alright, what's the context for kneel before me, preteen that isn't super rapey? I'll wait.
Accept the blessing of the Lord upon ye.
Nope, don't say that. It does. I've been to many a Catholic mass. Never heard that.
It's Protestant.
It's nope, not there either. It's actually more likely to happen in Catholicism, but doesn't happen there either.
It's Lutheran. Fine.
Stephen, so the Reformed Catholic?
Yes.
So the person that said, "Hey, all these rituals and traditions don't mean anything, and we need to actually go to what the Bible," like that group. You think that group is the one that says kneel before me, preteen? All right. Oh
Exactly.
my God.
Or it could be unorthodox.
The unorthodox, yes. Instead of the Greek Orthodox, it's the Greek unorthodox. Now that makes sense.
Exactly.
It's if we go to the Greek unorthodox church, oh, what do they believe there? Lots of preteens, lots and lots of preteens.
Listen, all right, they gotta start him young, all right.
Not too young.
Hold on now here. I have the true religion that would fully embrace this. Mormonism.
That's and Islam. Actually, I don't know which is
Like
more.
kneel before me, preteens.
Which is more prevalent in that? Would that be Islam or would that be Mormonism?
Islam.
I'm sure it's Islam, but I don't know.
Islam.
I mean, I would like to point out that I once saw a video, all right, of where this guy showed up to a place where he literally hired and bought a child bride because of the fact that like the family was so poor that they had to sell their children in order to survive.
I remember
It's
this
like,
actually.
what
And like
the
the
fuck?
9-year-old was crying as the 50-year-old man took her in front
Yes.
of the car.
It's like, what
Wow.
the actual fuck?
Did you hit every artery in one hit?
Yes.
Man, I'm very thankful that this isn't on my ship because the amount of money that we spend on carpets is bankrupting me.
Only a slight bit of money.
Else, half of our budget goes to cleaning the goddamn drapery!
We're just trying to make sure that it's very clean on board the ship. Disconnected from server.
Sweet. Going back to me, menu.
Is it me? Did I just get disconnected?
I don't know. I got disconnected.
I got disconnected.
Okay, so it did say me, so I don't know. That was
We
weird.
got disconnected from you.
That was weird. That's like the first time that's ever happened.
Happened earlier.
But it didn't say me.
Oh.
Because usually it'll say, "Oh, somebody disconnected," and that's it. And this time it's like, "Hey, do you want to reconnect?" I was like, wait, "What?"
Yeah, so the hosts like to reconnect to the host.
Yeah, I was like, "How does this work?" But yes, I would like to reconnect to myself. Hopefully, it's just my computer going, "Hey, are you still here?" And then it turns back to itself and says, "Yeah, I'm still here." Cool. Anything beyond that would get me concerned.
That is such a very computery thing to do, though. Like, is the computer still on? I don't know. Let me ask myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I'm still on.
I'm still on, yes. You know what? Can someone explain to me how Space Marine 2 still has all these freaking bugs in it? Like, what, 8 months into their launch?
Because the developers don't care.
They really don't. I tried playing it for like 20 minutes today, and I couldn't get it to run. I just couldn't get it to run. It just went to a black screen. I was like, I know my hardware works. I know none of that's the problem. Like, this
Like,
is...
It's become very obvious to me that it was kind of just like a grab and run.
Oh, but it's a good one. It's a fun one.
Yeah, it was a good grab and run, but it's still a grab and run.
I'm under the impression that potentially they weren't ready for the amount of success they had for it.
Yeah, I don't think they were.
Okay, it's my turn.
That being said, I would have preferred an actual continuation of the story versus what we got, but I still think it's not bad.
Continuation of which story?
The original Space Marine story.
Oh, I mean, it was just the same fucking game over again.
Oh, no. Not even close.
It was the same kind of bullshit as the first game.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, it's like chaos. As far as the fucking concept, it's
Oh,
just
yeah,
fucking,
yeah.
Like it's chaos and fucking Tyranids again and whatever.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it was the rug pull. Like, it's the rug pull like how it was last time. Where it's just like, no, it's
literally-
not
you're
chaos.
the same
Now it's
fucking
chaos.
production with the same fucking
Even the
enemies.
monsters of the obscure sectors from the webway feared her and fled out of sight. Sir Lael's exile continued in solitude until a great faceless swordsman barred her way. He wished to test her. Listen here, sirloin steak. You're about to die.
No, we gotta fight this faggot now.
Is
Yes.
this the same guy or what?
It looks like the same slithery bitch.
Yeah, but there's multiples of those.
Do you really know what one slithery bitch is from another slithery bitch?
I do.
Oh well, I mean it's.
To me, they all kind of just look the same.
You're not wrong.
I probably should put Pascal out first, but whatever.
At least they're drip feeding us, these guys, and not like hitting us all at once.
Oh, that'd be lovely getting hit with a 646 HP Slith.
Look, we're gonna chew this guy up and spit him out in like no time at all. All the freaking like damage over time we can do. Oh yeah, no, this guy's toast.
Yeah, he's really weak to fire.
Is he weak to fire?
Yeah.
We
Plus
didn't
20%
start.
damage to fire.
We absolutely started the fire.
It wasn't always burning until we lit it down.
Was it burning
Speaking of
blood
fire.
orange?
It's chlamydia, that's something else.
It's chlamydia.
I can't do that. What else?
Speaking of fire, though, I bought these new matches. They now make matches that burn underneath water.
Oh yeah, no, that
Well, they've
makes
had
sense.
like underwater matches for hot minutes.
Yeah.
Why
Nothing new. I mean, they got like windproof
That's
matches
new to
that
us
you
up here in
go out.
Michigan, alright?
Are you lighting things underwater a lot?
No, but like when it rains outside, and it's like that snowy, slushy mix. It's very useful.
How dare you, sir?
Hey,
You need to stop that asshole. Wow, why is he coming right for me first?
Just a minor
stop
setback.
that asshole. Words of fire.
I am not a vessel for pain.
I'll beat you like a goddamn pinata.
Stop that asshole. Just like the EU's new logo. The spreading of the ass cheeks.
God, that was an elegant logo, was it?
That
not?
was amazing. Oh, it's glorious. Here's the gaping hole. Please insert. Come on. Hit him with your, I don't know, snaky sword.
Sample
I
his
used
anus
it.
with your blade.
Now, what would be even better is if Owlcat gave us this, but Warhammer Fantasy.
That'd be nice.
That'd be great. Because actually, Warhammer Fantasy, as much as I like it, I know probably less about the world. I know a lot about the characters, but I know less about the world than I do 40k. Though modern 40k makes me sad.
Make everybody sad.
It makes me sad.
But no, I do I love the fact of how they decide to donate. And they're like, yeah, we're going to have $800 billion are going to go to Ukraine. It's like, with what, how? With what money? What army are you sending? How are you going to do all this? You have no money. You have no army. You have given away everything.
This is whenever you do the Zap Brannigan. A thought occurs. We don't have that kind of money.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like, literally, like, 1 month ago, you were standing beside your people and going, our economy is in shambles. We have nothing. We're fucked. Our only way to get unfucked is by fucking ourselves deeper.
What was that camera setting to fucking stop it chasing?
There was a
Characters?
Abelard.
Yeah, follow characters.
You have a
move camera to currently acting character.
Abelard. You do not have a full move. You have a partial move.
That's fine.
I always get... I am entertained by the idea that Europe and the rest of the world is having such a conniption fit over the United States, one, not continuing its war with Russia, because that's what it really is. They're just using Ukraine to fight Russia. That's it. It's just a proxy war. And then on top of that, we have we have another problem where you have all these different countries that have all these tariffs on us, and our only response is, hey, we're going to just match or roughly match just across the board all the stuff that you do to us. And you have threats of boycotts and actual boycotts of the governments. And we're like, dude, like, no one here is saying we aren't going to buy your stuff. Yet you're sitting here saying, no, we're going to make it to where you can't sell your stuff here anymore. It's like, that's exactly what started this, moron. It's like,
yeah, it's like they're essentially, like, their response has been like America has sat here and been like, yeah, we're kind of tired of just putting ourselves last. We're going to start putting ourselves first now. And the world has just collectively gone like, nuh-uh, you can't do that, America.
yeah, how am I gonna compete with you? It's like, you've been competing with us. What are you talking about?
Like, you can't, you're not allowed to get serious now. Like, that's not fair. Like,
Let's move you out of the open.
Like, I remember that was a big thing, though, is that, like, essentially, like, the U.S., there was some meeting where we were like, yeah, we're not going to any longer be backing the EU. It was essentially the point of it. We're like, our military is now only going to be for the America.
Well, it wasn't even that. It wasn't even that. It was just, hey, if you don't pay your fair, if you haven't paid into NATO, why should we come and defend you? You literally haven't been paying your bills. In what world is that ever acceptable? Like, oh, no. You haven't done what you're supposed to be doing. You're still going to get the benefit as if you've been paying in. Like, no. Ironically, this is getting people to do what Trump wanted him to do. Hey, we're going to start paying a bunch of money into NATO. Great. It's like, that's what I wanted. Fantastic. So you've given me what I want.
Yeah, that's kind of a common occurrence, is that people be like, no, we're gonna do it against what the Trump wants. And then they do exactly what Trump wants.
Well, I just don't understand the concept that they have. Oh, wow!
Oh, he's getting fucked up, though.
Yeah, no, he does, like, he's getting hit with nearly 50 damage every
Bro,
turn.
I'm gonna skull fuck you so hard.
That's what she said, hell yeah.
How would she say that?
I don't know.
Did she not understand the concept of skull fucking?
Yes. But no, I just
telling us about what goes on in his bedroom.
Yeah, I just find it so weird that it's like all these different countries are saying, no, you can't do this anymore. We're gonna tariff you even harder, and I'm like,
157 points of damage.
Bested by Sir Lael's head, the swordsman knelt and recognized her skill. He was no mere mortal, but the god's creation with respect for all things flawless. As a reward for her victory, he offered Sir Lael a gift, the way to a place where she could claim her vengeance. Is this like a Colosseum thing? But no, I just find it weird that, like, Americans aren't boycotting. Oh, in a forgotten fragment of the webway, she found a lair guarded by an ancient beast of immeasurable flesh. Soleil delivered blow upon blow, and yet her strikes could not diminish the creature's body or mute its roar. Ah, so her lover. Got it. Giving her the whole
She's a
knot.
lesbian.
Oh, or that too, yeah. Hey! I recognize this guy. Roar, roar, rip, rip.
I choose to believe that's how it does it. It is actually a saying roar, roar.
Rip, rip. I agree. Jeez, okay, she's actually hurt, crap. On things that matter. Crap. But no, I just find it weird that all these countries are boycotting the United States because of a tariff war, and even, like, Trump even says it. These are retaliatory. These are the stuff that you do to us. They're like, oh my god, it's economy crippling. It's like, dude, you do it to us. It's like, no, but we can't afford it. No, it's destroy the American economy. It's like, I don't think you realize how absolutely boned you people are. Like, Canada's economy will not survive this. Like, that's the part that's funny. See, we're gonna come together. It's like, you can all come together and you still don't equate to, like, the United States' economic powerhouse. Like, I'm sorry, you don't.
Yeah, it's like, you don't even make up for one state.
Yeah, like, I mean, literally, the entire the entire, like, continent of Europe is what? The Texas GDP or something like that?
Yeah, basically.
Well,
Now,
no,
Texas, of course.
GDP is greater than fucking all of Canada.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. But it's like...
Now, granted, Texas's GDP is rather quite insane by and of itself.
That's true, but that's because Texas is amazing.
I remember when Michigan was amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't actually remember, but I heard it once. It was amazing.
Steel City, baby.
Oh, what the fuck?
Ow!
Jesus Christ.
That smarts bad.
Holy shit.
Wow, so it hit me on every level. That
God.
stings a bit. I'm prone, apparently. And I'm staggered. So
Did
if
your
somebody-
teeth rattle there a little bit?
No, the teeth are gone. He knocked my dentures out. I didn't even know I had dentures. I like how he goes after the psyker first. Like, oh, I know where the real power behind where all this lies.
Now, sir, you can get mega fucked.
Yeah, I can. Thank you.
No, I'm talking about him.
Oh.
I just shaved
He's
almost
the
half his
perfect
fucking health off.
specimen.
I just find it weird that these people are just they're boycotting all American goods, and I'm like, you do realize that this is going to, like, you know, again, America is not saying you can't sell here, and Americans are not saying, oh, I'm not going to buy foreign-based goods. It's just, hey, you might have to take a smaller cut of the profit there. And yeah, maybe some people are going to compete with you on the home market. I mean, this is
gonna
common.
hurt them a lot more than what it's gonna hurt me.
Basically, yes, which is what I find so interesting about it. Hell yeah. Wow.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Damn, dude.
You were saying that was going to hurt him a lot more than you?
Technically, it did. Technically, he only did 96 points of damage
He
to
is
me. I did
correct.
hundreds something.
I'm pretty sure fucking unconscious wins.
He's not wrong.
Holy shit.
Ah, damn it! I fucked myself again.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
Holy shit. Yeah, just sneeze on him. He should die.
Yeah. Tickle him.
Tickle, tickle.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered
You're
around.
tickle, you're a insanely large pickle.
Did you think of your uncle?
The beast of immeasurable flesh fell, for the infinitude of its being was no match for the needle of Soleil's focused will. She ran the beast through, pierced its heart, and ripped it free. That heart was the black crystal of Seika, the beast, the bestower of power. And she got it? Sounds gay.
Literally killed your entire squad.
Yep. Next.
Come on, game.
With Seika in hand, Sir Leila returned to Commor-ugh and brought down those who had served and later betrayed her. She came to the threshold of her arena and shouted the name of her apprentice, the one who had once dethroned her.
What the f-
Erasmus, I don't know. Why are all like what? And here her the apprentice did. The succubus Sinisthoria answered the challenge and descended the steps towards her.
Can we fucking hurry up? Jesus Christ.
Howdy!
Oh no!
And killed her.
no.
It took Shaken the bestower power from her
no.
that hand. Oh no! Oh snaps!
Oh,
Okay,
fuck
maybe.
Me.
All right,
Let's get out of here.
maybe we will have more of a problem here than I thought.
Bro. That's gonna be a
The
problem.
holy Xenocide is its
I
own
didn't
reward.
start the fire.
Greed for sweet
I was just pooping into my pants. So da, da, da. I didn't start the fire.
It's gonna
God
hurt
damn
a
it,
whole fucking lot. Oh god.
Myth, take cover somewhere else, jackass.
Where am I gonna take cover?
Somewhere that's not in my fucking way.
There. Besides, I'm a psyker. I need more room. Anyway.
Okay.
You know, I still don't understand the reaction. I don't understand all the anger and the frustration over it. Like, I get that it's gonna
Because
hurt.
they're forced to realize that they're not as strong as what they are.
Well, but the thing is that, like, America's been subsidizing them so hard to the point where
That's
if
the
they,
problem.
well, if they can't do it now, they never will be able to. Like, again, like NATO subsidizes their military to the point where we own their militaries. Our economy, because we outsource all of our manufacturing, is essentially done for us by everybody else, sans the steel industry. And it's the only real key to our manufacturing we really have left in the like, in any real way that we have in the United States. We don't even use our own steel in the United States. We buy everybody else's, but we sell our own. Which is also
That's
really
totally
stupid.
fucking retarded.
And on top of that, like, everything that's made in, like, Europe or China, we have the capacity to do it here, we just don't.
Damn,
It's too
dodgy
expensive.
little bastard.
Yeah, they're dodgy little bastards. That's why you have to hit them with AoEs. That thing has nearly 800 health. Good lord.
And it's about to skull.
pain of this mortal
Jesus
flesh
fucking
means
Christ.
nothing.
Of course. Of course, they just get to go carte blanche on our fucking faces before we get to do anything. Balanced.
Get him, Abelard. But no, I find it...
Everybody's got like 300 HP or higher.
That's alright, we got this.
Uh-huh.
We do, we got this. We got this.
You might want to throw that thermal grenade, set some bitches on fire.
Here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to use my point of curiosity, and then we're gonna hit them with everything we got.
There we go. Some burning bitches.
Burning bitches.
As you do.
As
Yeah.
you do.
Oh, there you go.
And that's where we burned the bitches, as was the custom at the time.
Oh,
Wow.
Of course. Of course. Yeah.
There you go.
Fucking balanced. I love it.
What, you want balance?
Yes.
What is balance?
As all things should be?
Fuck off.
Remember, so the next they have suffer from shadow prevention or protection. Kikalos does, so the next attack will not hurt her.
That's okay. I'm gonna hit her with one of my attacks that does 0 damage, but gives her a bonus to getting messed up.
Who's gonna whatever? Which one?
Cassia...
The Pain Engine and Kekaros have the Shadow Protection, which is grants Shadow Protection to Kikaros for 1 round, which allows her to avoid damage from the next attack or an attack ability of her enemy.
Has she taken any damage?
No, so I think the idea is that the Pain Engine protects Kikaros or Kikaros.
All right, well, here's what we're gonna have to do. Because in reality, for me, it is now 1 a.m. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save here, and we're gonna pick this back up next week. Because it is getting way too late.
I wish I had had an opportunity to fucking restock my grenades.
Oh well. So here we're gonna, I've already saved it. We're going back. We're leaving. Because it is late for me. Because it is technically 1 a.m. now.
Oh.
Yep. Sorry, boys and girls. Except...
Okay. Game's gonna skull fuck us anyway.
No, it wasn't. We were going to skullfuck it. It just didn't know it yet. It did not realize the damage it had done to itself.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Sure.
You don't even know.
Sure.
You don't even know. Look, it's gonna mess them up, much in the same vein that Olaf is gonna mess up Malzahai's anus. Because they were having a little bit of a, like a, what do you call it, like a stick
There
fight.
was a lot of like sexual aggression in there.
There was a lot of sexual aggression and tension, so I understand. It's okay. I don't judge. I mean, I do, but I'm not going to say that out loud. Anyway, have a good night, everybody.